Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we are going to be making a layout for the Hurricane Scrap Party. As you can see in your top right hand corner, we are going to be working with a sketch today, as per usual. This one is by Laura Whitaker. It's December 15th, 2015. We are going to be using the Chamel paper pad, and I cannot remember the name of it. I think it's her... not the first one, but the one after that. We're going to be using that one because it has a lot of great blues and reds in it. The photo I'm scrapbooking is a photo of Riley, and it was on Veterans Day, so she is wearing red, white, and blue. Well, BJ's in the photo too, but come on, the focus is Riley, right? She's wearing a red, white, and blue outfit, so that's why I picked this Chamel paper pad to go ahead and use. Now, I've explained this before, or talked about this before, how when you use a paper pad, you don't always have the embellishments that go with it or that can go with it. And a lot of times I am way too lazy to go digging through my stash to find things that actually match it. So I will use a lot of elements that are fussy cut. In that this layout is no exception. I did pull out one of the papers that had the frames in it. I don't know if you are familiar with what I'm talking about, but there's a paper in this paper pad that has frames, and I cut out several of those frames. I am going to use those as the base for my little embellishment clusters. As you can see here, I also did pull out some doilies. I'm going to put part of it up at the top, and I'm also going to put part of it down there at the bottom. I did start building my cluster kind of off the page. I do that from time to time, and sometimes I'll build the whole thing off the page, and sometimes I'll just build a little bit of pieces of it off the page. I think in this video we are going to lose a little bit of footage, but I will try to tell you as best as I can what we did. Do you guys remember when Hobby Lobby had that big sale? I think they just recently had one. I didn't go to that one, but the one they had last year, and they had a lot of fibers that they had on clearance for, like, I don't know, 10 cents for a roll of them, like ribbons and things like that. Well, I pulled out this one right here because I had got it at Hobby Lobby. You can see it right there with a little clearance tag on it. It's a braided navy blue fiber. I'm not really exactly sure what kind of thread it is, but it's braided, so I did have to tie knots in the end so it wouldn't come undone. I do put a strip down there at the bottom, and I put a strip up at the top. Initially, I just used a little bit of adhesive to put it down, and it was wanting to pull up, so I do end up pulling out a stapler and stapling that down. I have at first tried to use the tiny attacher, and I kind of messed it up, so I had to use a regular stapler for that. So right here is where I go ahead and start building my clusters. Like I said, it does have the base. I start the base of my clusters with one of those picture frames. Even underneath the title, that title is just a red piece of paper with cut into a banner shape. I stuck a frame under there, and also a yellow label because I wanted a little bit more yellow down there. There really wasn't, actually there was not any at all down there, but you can see in the other clusters there are yellow. So I did tuck that little label piece underneath there. Here on the side I'm using the same letters I use for my title, which are some Ellie's Studio letters, and I just put 2019 right there. I wanted to use some brads, but when I pulled out these red brads, the tone was way different. So I end up using these ones, these enamel dots from Pink Fresh Studio, and I just used the dark blue color. It's not quite a navy like the fiber on this, but it is a dark blue, kind of like the paper that is in this Chamel collection right up there at the top right hand corner. I'm also going to go ahead and get out some blue acrylic paint. It's still sitting on my desk from a previous layout, so I thought, why not? I'm going to get that out and do some splatters around the page. I would like to note that when I do my staples in there, the staples, they're silver staples. If you guys use right here, you can see what I'm doing. I took out a white Uniball Signo pen, and I'm coloring the staples white. If you guys have gel pens, I think Sharpies even work. You just had to be really careful. You can color your staples different colors so that they match. I didn't want the silver on there, so that's why I did that. All right, guys, I am not going to do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.